Welcome back to Good Day. It's a fizzy, sweet, and sour drink made with tea, which has been around for nearly 2,000 years.
It's supposed to relieve a variety of health problems, everything from hair loss to more serious conditions. We're talking about kombucha.
Yeah, so she's Toledo's original Boochy mama, Stacy Jurich, is with us this morning. And you know, Stacy, every time I say Boochy mama, it's
you
like...
You want to go like this.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm saying something wrong, but I'm not.
Yeah, well,
it's okay to say.
It's a catchy name for reasons we know, and that's part of the reason it stuck. So.
Yeah, nice, love it.
So first of all, what is kombucha?
So kombucha is a fermented tea that's known for its probiotic health benefits that dates centuries back. As far back as the first ferments like vinegar and beer. It's kind of like, maybe someone had a cup of tea sitting out in their home and the live cultures around the bacteria and yeast kind of turned it into something different. And it was something that nearly everyone had in their home fermenting for a tonic for their family.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and so, so what are the ingredients to this drink? I mean, because it's very unique when you drink it. My wife is a huge fan.
I like it.
I was introduced once I got married, and I was like, whoa, okay, this is a lot.
Yeah, so what we do is we make tea, basically. So we have water, filtered water, sugar. I'll get to the sugar in a second because it seems counterintuitive that that's an ingredient in a health tonic. And in tea, we use unflavored organic sencha tea and an unflavored organic black tea.
Okay.
And then whatever herbs we want to flavor. So let's say the Temple of Gold, we have raw ginger, dry ginger, turmeric, lemongrass. So we just use organic herbs in tea. Anyway, so we brew a big pot of this flavored tea, and then we add the SCOBY. So that's our mama, like vinegar with the mother. This is our mother culture that converts the sugar that I mentioned into probiotics.
Okay.
So in that fermentation process, it goes from sweet to a little sour, but for a good reason, because that means the probiotics are there, and it becomes a living probiotic health drink that's full of enzymes. That's really good for you.
It's good for your gut, right?
Yeah.
And gut health is so important for the rest of our health.
Exactly.
It just really helps overall. SCOBY, okay? So he's in there.
Yes. Yep. It's a pellicle. So like in beer fermenting, they use dry powdered yeast. In kombucha brewing, it's a living pellicle of bacteria and yeast.
Okay.
We call it the mama.
The mama.
Yeah.
And hence
Boochy mama.
Boochy mama.
It makes so much more sense.
I like it a lot.
So this is like the size if you were to be brewing your own home brewing batch, which we do workshops from time to time.
You could start with that.
Yep, but the ones we use for our larger are really like this big. I mean, it's quite a sight.
That's cool. So how long does it take to make a batch?
Usually around 7 to 14 days. Temperature is really a key variable. The SCOBY, wants to be a little warm to be active, to be feeding on the sugars and doing its job of converting them. So.
Okay, so it could take, it's a process.
It takes some time.
It's a process.
Yeah,
and you all,
it's really a craft-made beverage.
Yeah, I love that. And so you all have recently opened a tap room downtown, right?
Yes, yep, right across from Mud Hens on Huron Street.
Very good. So you can come check you guys out.
Yeah.
We're going to try a couple of your different.
So we have 3 different flavors here. How many flavors in total do you have right now?
So we have 3 flavors in the cans, but in our tap room we have 4 to 5 different kombucha flavors on tap, and those flavors rotate almost every week, and the sky's the limit.
I mean, a tap room, it's like you said, fermented.
Yeah, we also have a fermented ginger beer, sparkling herbal tea, a cold brew coffee on tap. So it's really kind of fun. Everything's non-alcoholic, but everything
That was my next question.
Yeah, it's a non-alcoholic tap room. You can still do a tasting flight. You can fill up a growler.
I like that.
We have weekly yoga classes. We're just starting a tea talk on Thursdays where you can come in and have hot tea and conversation. So it's definitely a really unique place.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So
Which one do you want us
this
to
is
do?
a fairy tale, hibiscus, rose, and mint.
That sounds good. Pour me some here, sir.
Gotcha.
So the fairy tale, we started brewing commercially in 2015, and I was brewing before that for 4 years, and fairy tale was one of the first flavors that we had, and so was Temple of Gold, and they've just really been such a staple in our flavor offering the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is good.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a lot different than what I'm used to, actually.
It's more subtle.
It's very subtle.
That
like
hibiscus, though,
I was actually a little nervous because remember I said my wife, she likes it,
Yeah.
and it comes off a little too harsh for me. But this is smooth.
No, I like
this
very
a lot.
smooth. It is really smooth. And how much of this should we be drinking? You know, do you drink a whole can in one sitting, or how much do you want to?
Yeah, I personally drink a whole can. But if we're talking about how much kombucha, would you want just to get the benefits?
Right.
4 ounces is a good serving size if you're just, want to split a can over a few days. My mom gets these cool, like
toppers.
Toppers, and so it stays fizzy and stays in the fridge. And then, of course, if you come to our tap room and get a growler, that could last you a couple of weeks. And we have a lot of customers.
You want to try another one?
I want to try another one.
Okay, so this is the summer serenade. So you have some lavender and some lemon.
Okay.
All right, Tulsi.
Tulsi is also known as holy basil, and it's a really wonderful herb. It's kind of got this really bright, almost like in between basil and mint. And this was an herb we bought from a farm called Herbal Revolution. So it was just picked this summer, dried, and then brewed into this batch.
This is great.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And again, before we let you go, where can people find you?
So we're located at 23 North Huron Street, downtown. That's where our tap room is. We're open Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And then we sell our products all over town. So you can find us at most independent coffee shops, Whole Foods, Health Foods by Claudia's, Phoenix Co-op, Churchill's, Kazmeyer's, a lot of independent retailers as well.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. This is delicious.
It is.
Sir, we didn't pour you any.
Oh, that's okay. I drink plenty.
I'm sure you drink enough of it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to pour some more.
Yeah, pour some, yeah.
Absolutely. We'll be right back.